Good morning, guys. So we are down at the pond to deliver a little friend that came into our house last night. So hopefully we're far enough away from our place up there that this guy's not going to want to come back, although he might just follow us. All right, let's let him go. Alright guys, so it is Sunday afternoon here. We've got about 15 hours before our concrete truck shows up. Lisa moved all the junk that was in the way here, so the guy can pretty well back up. Just a couple things that I made a mess of, cutting up some boards and whatnot that needs to get moved still, and then we're going to need to pull our extension cords because I don't want whatever it's going to be, 12,000 pounds plus whatever the truck weighs, driving over those little rubber cords. Anyway, so this is what our form looks like. We've got 2x8s going around the perimeter. I've only got a dozen of these little stakes in there to hold the boards in place, but then we're going to backfill some dirt around all the way, like you can see here, to kind of hold it so it doesn't push out. We're going to have to put about probably twice as much dirt as we've got there so it doesn't bend. But you can see inside here we've got a 2x4 frame full of dirt, and that basically just fills in, so we have a 4-inch deck over the whole thing, and then we end up with a 7 to 8 inch footing around the perimeter. So, and then of course we're up off the grade, so we'll actually be 7 inches above the ground, so we don't have water running into here ever. We're going to have to do some kind of a ramp or whatever on the front, or maybe we'll just step up. I don't know, we'll see, or just call it done for the time being. But kind of excited about this because we've never done concrete before, so I mean not like this. Oh, and then in the middle here you can see we've got this little crisscrossy thing. I don't know if you can see the two boards going across there and the little cement block, and then there's boards going from the left to the right. We're going to pull those out, and of course these boards around the perimeter as well, and the stakes that are sticking up in the middle of the form. Pull that stuff out, and we'll be left with our 4 little mud slabs basically, and then where these open bits are, we're going to run rebar back and forth across those. Anyway, not sure what exactly the normal is, but this is what we're doing. All right, rebar is in, and you can kind of see how we laid this out now. There's a rebar that goes down through the middle like that, and then we got 2 all the way around the perimeter. And the wind's picking up, so we'll try this again in the morning, maybe with my better microphone too. Well, it's pour day. I don't know if you can see this, but it's before sunrise, and we've already been up for an hour, getting all our tools ready and getting things prepared. So I'm on my way up to the main highway to meet these guys and drag them back in here. Alright guys, so been about 2 hours and 20 minutes of pulling stuff around. I was going to have Lisa record some video, but then we ended up having her working on this too, actually pulling concrete around and stuff. It was just myself, John Wells, and her, so we needed all of us, and yeah, I don't know, it turned out pretty good. I mean, there's obviously some spots that could have been better, but It's just a power room, and it was a learning experience. It's the first time we've ever poured a slab, so yeah. One of the big things I think is we should have had him add some water when he first got here, because it was a little bit heavy, and the aggregate was really big in this stuff. So I'm not sure, that just didn't feel right. I mean, chunks were like, you know, damn near an inch. All right, guys. Well, this is our new slab. Lisa's got a bunch of cardboard and whatnot over it to keep it damp. Unfortunately, we didn't have quite enough concrete. I thought I was ordering more than I needed, but somehow we came up short. So almost a yard short by my estimation. So I don't know if our little footing around the perimeter was too thick, or you know, maybe we should have had some more sand built up in there, or maybe I don't know what. But whatever the case is, it's fine, because I think our mix was a bit dry and we weren't able to get it all into place in time, and trying to finish it, we were, you know, basically using the bowl float to try to screed the middle almost. So, you know, we've got some spots that look kind of crappy. So I'm gonna go up and get some ready mix, and we're gonna get up in the morning and dump it into here and put like an inch of ready mix on top of this slab. Hopefully that'll fix it up. I don't know, man. Concrete's some hard stuff to work with. I gotta say, got respect for anybody who can go out and day after day pour slabs and, you know, have them turn out, because I don't know, getting the mix right, getting, you know, and the mix changes with the temperature and blah blah blah. It's like, that's difficult. Maybe I just got unlucky with a little bit of my mix here or something or whatever. But and today we put up a couple more panels on the wall there. So tomorrow I'm gonna, after we get done with our slab, I'm going to add some plywood around the perimeter of this door and kind of get some trim and whatnot in place, and then we can put our next couple pieces of panel up there, and I've got to get a window in. Anyway, we're off to Alpine to pick up some ready mix. Alright guys, so it's Friday morning, about 7 a.m. and we're getting ready to put a topping on this new slab. You can see here, we didn't quite come up to the top of the forms and whatever. We ordered 4 yards of concrete. I don't think we actually got that, but maybe we did and I just had my calculations wrong. But whatever the case is, we're going to try to add some ready mix on top of this. We got 21 cubic feet of ready mix that we're going to put on top of here. That should be enough to do 1 inch on a 15 by 15 slab. But you can see where we've got a lot of holes and whatnot. This mix came out, it was 1 inch aggregate, which apparently is standard, but I don't know, we had a lot of, like, you can see the size of these rocks. Well, I guess I can't get that one out, but whatever. So it was that, and then it was a little bit dry, so it took a lot to work, and, you know, inexperience, I didn't know what I was looking at. I hope next time I would know, but I'm not sure, you know. So we're gonna fire that thing up, and we're gonna make up 7 3 cubic foot batches and dump them out here, and then try to level this thing off. It is. Yep. Rattlesnake. That is insane. I didn't see him at all. Well, I know you saw him first, Lisa. But I don't see you over here 4 feet away from him, like an idiot. I don't either. That's why I'm staying back. 4 feet. Alright guys, so our slab is done. I'm somewhat happy with it. It's pretty flat and level. I got rid of most of the little potholes and whatnot. Unfortunately, I'm still not terribly good with the bowl float. It's trickier than it looks. But next time will be better. Next time it won't be my first time. Last time John Wells ran it, and he's used it a few times apparently. So I mean, you can see where my little scuff marks are and whatnot in here. But that stuff, I have a feeling I might be able to scratch out with a trawl here after a little bit. I don't know. It was my learning slab anyway. But I'll tell you, man, this stuff worked a lot better. It's that like Ready Mix Sack Creep Maximizer stuff. I got that because 21 bags is basically the same as 35 bags of regular 80-pound sackcrete. So it meant less mixing and I could get it down on the ground faster. And this stuff worked for a very long time. I mean, I started mixing about 7:30, got done mixing around 8:30, and we were still able to work it nicely by, 9:15, 9:30. So anyway, yeah, this is what I expected we were going to get from the Ready Mix company. And you can see the aggregate in here is pretty decent. And yeah, the edges are rough, but that is what it is. And I still think they shorted us a little bit of material, but I don't know, maybe not. Maybe I just had it deeper than I thought, and my perimeter, where I had that footing, I may not have had that filled in good, and that could have used a few extra cubic feet and blah, blah, blah. So whatever. Next time I'll know that I need to call out exactly what I want for aggregate and, check my slump carefully when it starts pouring. And, I don't know. I didn't know what I was looking for. I didn't know what to look for. I didn't know what to expect. And, well, it's probably the hardest pour I'll ever have to do. It's certainly the first pour I'll ever need to do. So this is a bit of the stuff that they dumped out of the truck. You can see, I mean, they're not terribly big, I guess. But there were some that were way bigger than what's here even. And yeah, like I say, it was pretty dry, so that made it hard. And then there were some chunks like this that were, coming off the side. You can see the rust from the side of the truck here. So that wasn't cool. But I mean, I'm sure that's just the way it is normally, but I didn't, as far as getting a few chunks and whatever. But anyway, I think if we would have just known to ask him to add some water, I think it would have been fine. I mean, if it would have just been a little bit sloppier, we would have been able to pull it around a lot quicker and get it screeded out. Because, quite frankly, if it would have worked the way this stuff did today, John Wells and I would have had no problem getting it laid down and put out perfect, I think, in the first pass. And him knowing how to run the bowl float already, probably would have gotten a better finish than this. But I'm happy with it as it sits, especially for a mechanical room. Yeah, hey, if you want to check out John Wells' site, the Field Lab, he's got a video of us doing the pour, so you can actually see what I'm talking about. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.